So, welcome to the podcast. This is Finding Rest with Adia Delican. So, I am excited to talk about the topic today. A few lessons I've learned and I want to share with all of you today. So, if you are watching on YouTube, please say a quick hello and what you have gotten out of this podcast today. And for those that are listening in, definitely rate and share this podcast. My goal is to help other women find rest in their journey. So I have had the opportunity this week to kind of reflect on some things on my personal life. Now, as you know, for those who have read my book, I have been on a health journey, still on a health journey. And there's little tidbits here and there that do pop up that I love to share with everyone because it may be useful in your own life. So today's topic is what I have been learning and what I will be using in the next, for the next 12 months or so, because I think this has been an opportunity for me to grow and also stretch a little bit more and make sure that I am taking care of myself. So if you have an area in your life that you are still learning to retweak, remove, change, definitely write it down. So I wrote a few things down that I am going to read off of. So the first thing that I have learned is to start loving myself first. Now, if you are a parent, if you are a caregiver, if you're helping other people, as a nurse, if you are in the healthcare industry, or if you're someone who's just like basically helps other people day to day, it's so important to make sure you're loving yourself first. So one thing that I have personally challenged myself on a daily basis is to take a few minutes, even if it is a 5-minute break for myself, to sit and take care of myself. So the question for you is, what is one thing that you are doing to love yourself first? So I have decided, and this is something that I don't usually do, I've decided to step back a little bit and slow down. And I believe that is one area of self-care that I have neglected because I do a lot of things. I do pretty much the, um, the majority of the stuff in the household. So on one day a week, I choose to do nothing but just to sit and relax and take care of myself, exercise, go outdoors, do whatever I want. And that way I have that moment to fill my cup and also to rejuvenate. And even if it means for me to get away from everything around me, I have decided to do that. Now, in my book, I did write about making sure that you take some time for yourself and choose time for you, and that may mean for you to just get away from everybody that is actually taking a lot of energy from you and deciding to use that energy on yourself. So a few tips and tricks that I have done over the years that I highly recommend. So if you're a working woman, person, human being that goes to work on a daily basis, 5 days a week, a few days a week, part-time, full-time, those days that you're off, it's so important to make sure that you have that mindset of telling yourself that it is my vacation day. You may not be going away on a trip, but it is time for you to have that mindset of it's your break, you're on vacation, you're on a mini vacation, and you decide to enjoy it. Now, the reason why I say that is when we have that negative mindset of telling ourselves that, oh, it's the weekend. Oh my goodness, I'm going to do nothing. It's not going to be fun. I'm not able to go away. You will definitely not enjoy yourself. You won't enjoy the moments that you have for those days that you have off. If you work on the weekends and you're off a few days during the week, the same way. So the mindset you put into those days you have off is how you are going to either enjoy it or not. So definitely that's something that I am still learning, and I've pretty much added back onto my plate as a reminder that I need to make sure I love myself first. The second thing, using the word no. In my book, I did talk about letting go of those baggage that is around you, what people bring to you that is not even yours. So what baggage do you have that you need to let go of? I have decided that no is the best thing I can say to anybody, even my kids, with some stuff that I do. I take too much responsibility for things. And I decided that it's so important to make sure that I don't overburden myself. I ask for help, and also I say no to those things that I know that is not relevant for me. So I decided that there are some things that I can do. So, for example, if you're volunteering in school or for your child's school, or you're volunteering to do stuff that's out of your regular things that you do that will take time, and you don't even have enough time to do any other thing or to catch up with other stuff, you have the right to say no to those things. So using the word no is so important, and I have decided that that's important once again because it's getting busier, life is getting busier, and I need to find a balance. So you need to find a balance. So what are those areas in your life that is not working that you need to let go and say no to? So the last thing that I have actually added back is to accept myself the way I am first. When you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you tell yourself when you see yourself on a daily basis? So if you haven't done this in a while, I highly recommend it. Look at yourself in the mirror or take a picture of yourself and tell yourself that you accept yourself the way you are right now. You may not be satisfied with what you see, but you need to pretty much accept where you are now and then work on those areas that you want to fix or modify or get better. So for me, this week is kind of funny, and I know I get compliments from people saying that I look great, I look wonderful, and I have been through a lot of challenges in the last few months that I've decided I need to get myself healthier, even though I know that I'm doing things that I need to do right. But there are little things that I'm noticing that I need to take care of myself. So one thing that I noticed, and I took a picture with my kids, and I was looking at the picture, and I'm like, I like the picture, but I there are some things that I'm seeing. Then I had to now talk to myself and say that I need to love myself right where I am. And I should be grateful for where I am right now. So if you're hearing this or if you're watching this and you're hearing the same words that I'm saying and thinking the same things I've been thinking, know that you need to love yourself where you're at. Life is not perfect. Your body may not be perfect. What you're doing may not be perfect, but you need to be happy first where you're at for other blessings to come in, for other opportunities to come for you, for other things in your health to get better. So decide to love yourself today. Choose some things you want to do. Choose one thing you want to change that will bring some positive impact to your life. And definitely make sure that you are telling yourself each day that you are beautiful. So this is how I want to end it today. I hope you find that joy and love in your life that makes you feel pretty much fulfilled, because there's so much stuff going on in this world that can be very challenging. It can take a lot of mental, I'm just trying to find the right word, actually can drain you. And I know this past year has been a struggle for some people. And personally, it's been a struggle for me too. I try to keep it together. And there are some days, that as human beings, we get stressed out. We reach that max where we're like, I am done. Like, I'm so over this. I want to get out of whatever I'm doing. I need to just get away. And we need to choose to love ourselves the way we are. So if you need help, if you are depressed, if you are feeling out of place, if you need to speak to someone, definitely seek counseling. Also, if you are looking for ways to balance your life, ways to find balance with your health, find balance with your mental health, find balance with your physical health, and also spiritually, there's always opportunities to find coaching. I offer coaching services for those who need one-on-one coaching. Also, I offer my 7 Steps to Finding Rest, which is a course that you can do at your own time, and it gives you the balance of how of which areas in your life that is so important that you need to find rest in your own journey. So definitely click on the links I have in my comments and check it out. Also read my book because it gives good and direct insight into how you can find balance and pick something that you want to do to change what you're doing that's not working. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great rest